You are not afraid because the world is dangerous. You are afraid because you were taught to doubt your own power. Every hesitation you feel was learned. Every fear you obey was installed by moments where standing strong felt risky. The truth is uncomfortable. Fear survives because you keep negotiating with it. The day you stop explaining yourself to fear is the day it loses control over you. In this video, you'll learn 6 dark psychology principles that remove fear at its root, not by motivation, but by understanding how fear is installed, triggered, and maintained. You'll see how fearless people think differently, why they are rarely controlled, and how subtle shifts in awareness make others hesitate before testing you. This isn't about becoming aggressive. It's about becoming psychologically untouchable. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the calmest person in the room often holds the most power. One of these secrets will change how people treat you without you saying a word. And the final secret explains why fear disappears the moment you stop seeking permission. Secret 1. Fear controls you because you treat it like advice. Fear doesn't scream, it suggests, and that's why it works. Every time fear shows up, it sounds reasonable. Wait a little longer. Don't say it like that. Maybe this isn't the right moment. And you listen. Example you know too well. You're about to send a message you've already rewritten 5 times. You reread it again. Then you delete half of it just to sound safe. Nothing dangerous is happening, yet your body feels tense. That tension isn't intuition, it's memory. At some point, expressing yourself had consequences. Embarrassment, rejection, conflict. So, now your brain predicts pain before it happens. That prediction feels real, so you obey. Solution: fear weakens the moment you treat it as noise, not guidance. Instead of asking, how do I remove fear? Ask, what would I do if fear wasn't allowed to vote? Then do that even slightly. Send the message without over-editing. Speak one sentence before your mind talks you out of it. Dark psychology rule: fear loses power through action, not reassurance. Secret 2. People push you because you make it easy. Here's a hard truth. People don't disrespect you suddenly. They arrive there gradually. Example: at work, someone asks for a small favor. You help. Next time they assume you still help. Soon, they don't even ask anymore. And you tell yourself, they probably don't mean anything by it. But your nervous system knows the truth. You feel irritation. You feel tired. You feel invisible. Why? Because you taught them that your time is flexible under pressure. Another example: a friend constantly talks about their problems. You listen. You support. When it's your turn, they're distracted or unavailable, and you accept it to avoid awkwardness. Fear is working quietly here. Fear of being seen as difficult. Fear of losing connection. Fear of changing the dynamic. Solution: stop explaining your limits. The moment you feel the urge to justify, pause. Instead of, sorry, I can't, I'm just really busy today, say, I won't be able to do that. Then stop talking. Dark psychology rule: the more you explain, the more negotiable you appear. People adjust when they realize pushing you requires effort. Secret 3. Over-politeness is the most common fear response. Many people believe they are calm and mature, but look closer. Do you stay quiet to keep peace, or because confrontation makes your chest tighten? Example: someone makes a disrespectful joke about you. You laugh it off. Later, you replay it in your head. You think of what you should have said. You didn't let it go. You swallowed it. Another example: a family member invades your privacy, asks personal questions, crosses emotional boundaries. You answer anyway because they're family, and afterward you feel drained. This is not patience, it's fear of friction. Fearless people don't become aggressive. They become selective. They don't confront emotionally. They adjust access. Solution: use behavior, not words. If someone disrespects you, respond less, share less, be less available. You don't need to explain why. Dark psychology rule: boundaries enforced silently are the hardest to challenge. When people feel the consequence of access removal, they self-correct or exit. Both outcomes protect you. So far, you've seen why fear survives, because you keep listening, how people push you through small tests, how politeness quietly trains others to overstep. But the real shift happens next. Because fear truly collapses when you stop seeking permission. You detach emotionally, and your identity becomes non-negotiable. Secret 4. Fear lives where you keep asking for permission. Most fear doesn't come from danger. It comes from waiting. Waiting to be approved. Waiting to be understood. Waiting for someone to say, yes, you're allowed. Example you'll recognize instantly. You want to make a decision, change a job, say no, walk away, speak honestly. But before acting, you run it through people's reactions in your head. What will they think? What if they get upset? What if I'm wrong? So you delay, you soften, you explain, and without realizing it, you hand your power away. Fear thrives in this space, the space between knowing and doing. Fearless people don't seek permission internally or externally. They decide first, then let others react. Example, someone questions your choice. Instead of defending it, you say calmly, this works for me. No argument, no justification. That sentence ends manipulation because it removes debate. Solution. When you feel the urge to explain yourself, stop at one sentence. Decide internally before speaking externally. Dark psychology rule. The person who doesn't need approval controls the direction. Secret 5. Emotional detachment is why fearless people stay untouchable. Fear survives through emotional reaction. If people can provoke you, they can control you. Example, someone criticizes you publicly. Your heart rate jumps. Your mind races. You feel pressure to defend yourself, prove your worth, and attack back. That urgency is fear signaling exposure. Fearless people do something unsettling instead. They pause. They ask internally, does this deserve my energy? Often the answer is no. Silence becomes power here, not because it's passive, but because it's chosen. Another example, someone tries to guilt you. You've changed. You're selfish now. That comment is designed to pull you back into old behavior. Fearless individuals recognize emotional hooks and refuse to bite. They respond calmly or not at all. Solution: delay your response when emotions rise. Give yourself space before reacting. Dark psychology rule. Control your reactions and others lose leverage over you. Secret 6. Fear dies when your identity becomes non-negotiable. The deepest fear isn't fear of failure. It's fear of loss. Loss of approval. Loss of connection. Loss of belonging. This fear exists when your identity depends on others. Example, you tolerate disrespect because you don't want to lose the relationship. You stay quiet because you don't want to be rejected. You overgive because you don't want to be replaced. Fearless people accept something early. Not everyone is meant to stay. Their identity isn't built on being liked. It's built on self-alignment. Example, you set a boundary. Someone reacts badly. Fear whispers you're losing them. Power answers, if respecting myself costs this connection, it's the correct cost. That mindset dissolves fear instantly. Solution: anchor your identity internally. Ask, am I betraying myself to maintain this connection? If the answer is yes, fear is already in control. Dark psychology rule. When you stop fearing loss, you become uncontrollable. You've now seen all 6 dark psychology secrets. Why fear survives. How people test you. How politeness becomes a trap. Why permission weakens you. How detachment protects you. Why identity kills fear at the root. Here's the calm truth most people realize too late. Not everyone who pressures you is against you, but everyone who benefits from your fear depends on it. The moment you stop explaining, stop reacting, and stop asking for permission, some people will feel uncomfortable around you. That discomfort is not your problem. It's the price of no longer being controlled. Remember, this fear does not disappear when life becomes safe. It disappears when you stop negotiating your self-respect. And the most powerful people aren't fearless because they dominate others. They're fearless because nothing inside them is left to be dominated. If you're still watching, you already understand more than most. Subscribe and keep sharpening that awareness.